back to Country Views. I have another great recipe as promised. You guys are gonna love this one. I am making my homemade meatloaf. But guess what? I'm using my mom's recipe, but with the twist. So here we go. Over here, in my pan that I'm baking my meatloaf in, I have 3 pounds of ground chuck. Now you can use any kind of ground beef that you wish. Make whatever's comfortable for your home. Sorry about that, guys. My dogs like to argue. Here I have just a little bit of leftover cheese. I'm gonna dump that in, okay? Now, save your barbecue sauce for the top. This is my twist on my mom's recipe. You want some Worcestershire. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 4 jiggles, okay, guys? Then you want to come over here to your ketchup, okay? And just give it a big squeeze. Oh, looks like I might need to get some more ketchup. Alright. Liquid smoke. You want liquid smoke. This gives your meatloaf a smoky flavor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, if you are using less hamburger meat, then you don't have to put as much liquid smoke. All right. Now, so you don't have to chop up onion or bell pepper or anything like that. Get you some picante, or the salsa in a can is what my mom uses. This is what I had on hand, so this is what I'm using today. And I'm only gonna put about half of it, okay? This saves you of all the work chopping up stuff, okay? And it gives it a really good flavor. All right, now back to the palmfuls of your seasonings. You want ground black pepper, and you want about a palmful like that. Put it in there. Same way with salt, palmful, but a little less because you don't want to over salt it. So you want about that much salt. Okay. Keep in mind too, there's also salt in your picante sauce or whatnot. Onion powder. Palmful. Looks like I need to work on my onion powder a little bit here. Alright, put that in. Ground super fine mustard. This is a must in your cheeseburger bacon meatloaf. This gives it a really good flavor. And you want a palmful of this. Okay? About like that, a big palm. You can't never have too much of the ground mustard, okay? Alright, Cam, you focus on this while I get my crackers. I don't think I have any more breadcrumbs. Nope, so I'm going to be using crackers today. And I'm going to use Ritz crackers. I'm just going to take a whole thing like this and just start crushing them up in the bag. You want to crush, crush, crush really well. Start at your ends so you got room to crush. Now, if you don't want to go through all this, you can take something and just kind of go like this to kind of loosen it up. Now it should be easier to crush. Okay, kind of just go through. It gets a little messy too, you guys, so just keep in mind. I got crumbs everywhere. All right, I think this is crushed enough. It popped open on me. Now you want to add all this in here, all your crushed up crumbs, okay? Now, I bet you guys are wondering, well, when does she add the bacon? When does she add the barbecue sauce? Well, guess what? It goes on top, guys. Yes, on top. I will show you how to do that once we get the meatloaf going. When it's halfway done, on your oven at 400 degrees preheated, then you're gonna add your barbecue sauce. But your bacon goes on top of it beforehand. So now, make sure your hands are clean. I just washed them. Take all rings off because you're about to get messy, guys. All right, so come over here and you're gonna start squishing, like so, until you get it mixed up really well. Make sure all your seasonings are incorporated really well. Now, if you want more cheese, you can put more cheese. I just used what I had grated on hand. I normally put more than that, but I just used what was, you know, left over from dinner last night, I guess. So while I'm pre-mixing this, guys, I want to tell you guys, for my new friends and family and viewers, make sure you like and subscribe to my video. And if you like to watch me make a certain something, comment below. All right, so now that looks pretty good mixed. Now what you're gonna do now is you're gonna add your eggs in. I always do 2 eggs because it holds it together better. So I'm gonna have Cam focus on this while I grab me out some eggs. All right, guys, so I have my eggs here. I'm gonna take 2 eggs, crack, make sure you don't get any shells in it. Look at it as you crack it, okay? I always crack it right on top so I can make sure there's no shells in it. All right, and then I throw these away. Now, all right, so I kind of just pop the yolks with my fingers and spread them around. Get fun with it, get creative. You could even get your kids in the kitchen with you. Kids love helping cooking. I know when my kids were younger, they always wanted me to act like we were on a cooking show. And guess what? I kind of have my own cooking show now here on YouTube, guys. The kids really enjoy it. I used to set them up on the counter with a spoon and a bowl. It was fun times, fun times. All right, so now that we've added the egg in, it feels like it might need some more crackers. So I'm gonna go get me another pack of crackers to add in. You guys make it comfortable for your home. All right, so we're going to actually beat these crackers. Get them started so I can crush them up. All right, it wants to be picky, so we're just gonna get in here and get our hands in there and crush them up, guys. Well, if it will open. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and add a whole nother pack of crackers. If you can't get them to crush, you guys can do this. I normally use breadcrumbs. My mom likes crackers in hers, so I'm using crackers today, plus I'm out of breadcrumbs. So, but if you use crackers, Ritz crackers are the best. They give your meatloaf a buttery flavor and a savory flavor, okay? So this is 2 rolls of your Ritz crackers, okay? And don't leave out any crumbs, okay? Now you want to mix all this in real good again with all your other stuff that you added in here. Now when you put your bacon on top, that bacon is what's going to give it your bacon cheeseburger flavor. Okay? Also too, if you didn't think you added enough cheese in it, you can add some cheese on top when it comes out. And it'll melt right up because it will be warm. Alright, so this is about what kind of texture you want. Okay? You don't want it too dry and you don't want it too mushy. So now I kind of just go like this and I kind of just make it kind of pretty in a way. Okay? Make it comfortable for your home. You want to make sure you got spots for your bacon to lay over as well. Okay? Alright, so I go about like this. Alright? You focus on that. I'm going to wash my hands and then I'm going to start adding the bacon. Reason why I add the barbecue sauce last towards the end when it's halfway done is because you want that bacon to get nice and cooked and the oils from the bacon grease to go down in your meatloaf. Alright. Always wash your hands after touching your hamburger meat before you touch your bacon. You do not want to cross-contaminate. Let me dry my hands real quick. Doesn't that meatloaf smell good, Cam?
Yes, it does.
It's going to be great with our mashed potatoes we're going to pair with it and the leftover pasta salad from last night. Oh, yeah. Oh, so yummy. Alright, so now I'm going to cut open my bacon and I'm going to go ahead and add my bacon on top. You guys can use any kind of bacon you want. I use the hickory smoked original. I suggest don't use the thick cut bacon because it's harder to cook and takes longer. So I just take a whole strip and I start like this, okay? Now watch very closely, guys. Get a good view of this, Cam. Excuse me. I turned my head, guys. Alright, and you want to keep doing this like this. You can get about 4 on top. Like that. Now, to make it look pretty, you're going to crisscross it. Okay? And kind of just snuggle your little bacon pieces on the side there. They'll shrink up as they cook. I do the 2 sides and snuggle them in there. It's like snuggling a baby, you know? Snuggling them up in a warm blanket. I mean, the bacon flavor is divine on this, guys. You definitely do not want to leave the bacon out. What's that commercial that they go, oh, it's Little Caesars, bacon, bacon. Instead of pizza, pizza, it's bacon, bacon. So keep snuggling them in there. By the time you're done, you're going to have this whole meatloaf covered in your bacon. Let's move this one down a little bit so we can add some more bacon on. Okay. All right, so it's gonna look like that. Now, I have some pieces left, so I'm gonna go ahead and snuggle them in on the ends here. I don't like wasting bacon, and to put 3 pieces of bacon in the fridge and that's it, that don't work around here. We like more bacon than that, guys. I want to thank all of you new subscribers to my channel, and I want to let all of you know, all of you are the Country Views friends and family. All right, guys, so you got your bacon all snuggled in like that. Now, what you're going to do now is you're going to pop it in the oven just like that, so that bacon can get crispy and the juices seep down in your meatloaf. So let me wash my hands one more time, and then we will pop it in our 400-degree oven. Now, I know a lot of you are keto friendly, so if you can totally have this meatloaf, just leave the crackers out and add 3 eggs instead of 2. Your eggs and your crackers is your binding agents, but if you leave the crackers out, you can add an extra egg and that's your binding agent. Okay? But we're not on keto here, so we are using our crackers. Everything else you put in your meatloaf, it's all keto friendly. And then you can have some nice veggies on the side. All right, so my oven's been preheating at 400, and I'm gonna stick this in my oven like so. This is gonna go anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half in my oven. But what I'm gonna do on the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna come in, add some barbecue sauce, pop it back in for another 30 minutes, go back in, add some more barbecue sauce, and then pop it in for the remaining 30 minutes. So when I come back to add the barbecue sauce, I'll show you guys how I do it, and I will see you then. Okay guys, so now it is time for the first dose of barbecue sauce. And today we are using Honey Chipotle by Sweet Baby Ray's. This is our favorite kind of barbecue sauce. The Honey Chipotle jazzes it up. So now you're going to put a layer right over this bacon. Get a good view of this, Cam. Okay. And you want to kind of just pat it on there. Look at that. Doesn't that smell good, Cam?
Oh yes, it smells incredible.
Mmm, yum, yum, yum. Kind of just pat it on there. Okay. Alright, so that's about how much you want for the first dose of the barbecue sauce. Now we're going to put it back in the oven for another 30 minutes. Then we'll pull it back out and add another thing of barbecue sauce on it. So here we go. It's hot. Make sure you use your pot holders and put it back in your 400-degree oven. And in it goes. All right, when we come back to the next dose of barbecue sauce, we will come right back to you. All right, guys, so now we are on our second dose of barbecue sauce. Let's get a good view here. This is the first dose. Okay, now we're gonna add our second dose in. And I'm telling you, if you do it just like this, it is amazing. And we always put a little extra barbecue sauce on the side because my husband is a barbecue lover and so is my kids. So now you want to spread it around again, guys. Make sure you get your ends too. You don't want to leave your ends out. Okay. Look how good that looks, man. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You smell it, Cam?
Oh, yeah, that
It's
smells
smelling
delicious.
good up in this kitchen. Alright, so now it goes in for the remaining 30 minutes. And then we will have a taste test after that. So let me put this in for the remaining 30 minutes. And when that is ready to come out, then we will have a taste test. When you hear that sizzling, guys, it is ready. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit, and then we will be good to go for a taste test. All right, guys, so I have it all sliced up. It's ready. We are going to take a taste test. We are still waiting on my husband to get home from work. We're just gonna taste test the end piece here. Look at the inside of that. Okay. And then we also have my homemade macaroni salad with the little shell noodles. We're gonna taste test some of that. If you want the recipe on this, send me a oh so yummy and say recipe on what you'd like to hear. So what I'm gonna do is grab a fork, and I am going to take the camera and let Cam do some taste testing.
Oh boy. This is gonna be, I can already tell.
Look how good that is, guys. Friends and family.
Make sure
You
I
got a
get the-
crusty edge.
Make sure I get the meatloaf and the bacon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you want to taste that bacon with that meatloaf.
Alright.
It's hot. Blow on it. Is that good?
Oh, absolutely delicious.
Try the macaroni salad with it, so they can see what that tastes like. Our friends and family and our newcomers. Is that good? Yeah? All right. Cut me a bite. I want a bite.
Let's see if I can get you a little bit off here. Alright.
I gotta try my own meatloaf, right, guys? I wish I could give you guys a bite.
There we go. There's a bite.
All right, got me a bite. All right.
Delicious, isn't it? It's good.
All right. So here's this back ham. So on that note, you guys, that is really delicious. You gotta make it. It's nice and juicy. It's oh so yummy. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I also have Facebook page called Country Views and Instagram. I will see you on the next video. Bye.